I don't know why I'm doing that. Hello! Are you alright? It me. Japanese Grand Prix to start the day for us today. Hopefully, it'll be just as good as Australia was for us. And maybe even, perhaps, unlikely, but perhaps, slightly better. We shall wait and see. We just quickly tweet the stream out for everyone, let them know that we are live right now. Live now! Oh my god, now! F124 Japanese. Oh, helps if you turn caps lock off. How are we on this fine Thursday morning? Well, I hope. Well, I hope. Let's go. Korea. Hello. You got a question for the, as in a press conference question, Twitch Blend, or just a general query? Good, thank you, Ollie. How are you, mate? Let's say thank you to. We actually had a handful of people follow since we were last live a couple of days ago. That GG Life, Jacob, Fapgod, Skidoodle, Alex McAnally, Renegade Lawyer, Big Dizzy, Heroic Biscuit, Dobry, and Bertie Nichols. Just a general question. Yeah, of course you can ask a question, mate. A bit wet for you, is it, Danny? It's dry here at the moment. It is only at the moment, though. And it is dry in Japan at the moment. Although we are expecting rain at the end of the day. Esteban to Haas. When was that announced? Let's have a look. MoneyGram Haas F1 team. 2 hours ago. Welcoming Esteban Ocon to the team from next season. The Formula 1 race winner has signed a multi-year contract and becomes the first Grand Prix race winner to drive for the team since their F1 debut in 2016. Ocon to Haas confirmed for next season. So that'll be Ocon and Behrman, correct? West Ham have offered 30 million plus one young player as part of a deal for John Duran from Aston Villa as well, apparently. Oh, you're enjoying it, are you, Dan? Nice. Are you doing the creator team or managing as a real life team? F1 Manager games are great, James. They're great fun to play. Unfortunately for me, they just at the moment, or to this point, haven't actually ever managed to garner the views longer term to warrant making content on. But we did have a lot of fun with the early access version creating a Chesnoid racing car. I had more fun creating a car, I think, than I did driving or managing the cars on track. What team would you recommend for a League One career mode? And how do you find suitable players for Cambridge? Suitable players wise, it's more just kind of a knowledge of that level of football. A recommended League One career mode, you could update the leagues as you start the career mode and move teams about. Maybe do a Birmingham save in League One. That'd be quite cool. Smith Rowe will leave. Is it Fulham Smith Rowe's going to? Help me. I'm at a very, very noisy soft play area with the kids. I'll try, Chris. I'll try. Do I need to shout? Do I need to raise my voice? Or is there one AirPod in? Hope you well, mate. You create a team and then you're also doing a Ferrari career and you sign Hamilton to Ferrari for the next season like I are. Nice one. No worries, Twitch. 35 mil. Has that been announced anyway? Stockport, thank you for joining us on YouTube, mate. Let's see, Staffy. Problem is, you don't tend to watch the videos because you try and see it all live. When you don't see it live, then you watch the videos. So, like when you're in school, you'd always watch the videos because the stream is during the day. Yeah, that's fair. You've nipped out for a vape for a minute. Just a 30-second moment of peace to yourself. Oh, it was announced last night, was it? There we go. Yeah, it's the nature of the sport, isn't it, Ben? Can't stay everywhere forever. Let's have a look. Ornstein. David Ornstein. Exclusive. Fulham close to reaching agreement. So it's not confirmed yet. Close to reaching agreement. You've given it a here we go there, Jamie. And it's not a here we go. Talks over move worth up to £35 million would be a record recruit for Fulham, plus match Arsenal's biggest ever sale, if deal struck. 23-year-old expected to do medical and finalise terms. Anana to Villa, yeah, like 50 million, wasn't it? Hello, Elite. How are you, mate? Right, let's pause the music and let's just get recording, shall we? Sit here waffling, talking about transfers that aren't actually transfers yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's race day. We are in Japan today. Fully dry weekend apart from the very end of the race. There's a little cheeky bit of rain in the air that may well hit particularly hard immediately. It's going to be dry monsoon, so we're going to have to be ready for that when it comes. Hoping to have a fantastic Grand Prix weekend here in Japan. Our season has been getting steadily, slowly better and better and better after the photo finish of the Australian Grand Prix that, spoilers, didn't go our way. We finished 9th, not 8th. Science got me on the line as we went into low fuel mode. We will hope to continually, again, move forward this season. Last year, we actually went slightly backwards with our result in Japan, but I'm hoping that we can actually do something points-worthy and keep the upward trajectory of our results going today with regards racing here in Suzuka. So please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content so far. I really appreciate it. You guys have been loving our time at Ferrari thus far, which is great. Thank you for showing the continued fantastic support for the F1 content. Make sure you subscribed to the channel and you won't miss out on any more, of course. And come and join me on stream and you'll be able to watch every lap of every session that we do. Links in the description to Twitch and to the YouTube live stream channel. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to head straight to practice. EBL, thank you for the follow, mate. No, Kello, we won't. Hello, Chris. How are you, pal? Jack Clark to Ipswich is an intriguing one. He had a good season at Sunderland, right? 204. Will we reach 204 miles an hour? I'm not even sure we will. Got the parts changing, so that's good. Let's just get to practice. What do you guys think about Jack Clark to Ipswich?
A track loved by the drivers and fans alike. A place where so many champions.
The link is already, but you've already done it. EBL.
Here in Japan.
You did it the first time, and it did it. It's right there in chat for you. Hey Scott, how are you, pal? Yeah, I'm decent, thank you, Elite.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session.
Oh,
Nothing
are we?
you need to
Okay.
worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Bear with, just going to load my setup. As ever, if you would like to get hold of competitive setups of your own, then you can do so with SRC. The link is in chat with exclamation mark SRC or exclamation mark setup, so you get yourself a 5% discount with Chesnoid at checkout. Hopefully you guys enjoying the content so far. I'm going to up my rear wing a little bit there. As has been the case here recently in the save, we might need to add a little bit of rear wing in. It's always a little bit of a unknown at the minute, isn't it, when we first go to track? I haven't seen the new Deadpool, Charlie. No, I haven't had the opportunity to go to a midnight launch.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate
I will go
your
as soon
DRS
as
and the DRS
life
settings well.
allows. Doesn't bode well. She does feel a little loose at the back. Not as loose as it has been first lap of other circuits, but I'm going to add like an extra tick of rear wing, I think. Or a tick or two. Oh, happy birthday, Ben. Appreciate you joining us on your cake day. Try and keep you entertained as best as we
Okay,
possibly
DRS
can.
zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Bubble, yay! I'm going to add just a couple of ticks of a wing here. Probably going to mean I'm slow down in a straight, but let's do race strategy. 25 years young. I am old. What's my favourite video I've ever done? Christ knows.
Okay, we need a
I've
few
made like
solid laps here to help
6,000
calculate your
videos,
race strategy.
maybe more. But there's a way to tell, isn't there? I wonder if... oh, what was the name of that website? Social Blade, wasn't it? Social Blade's still a thing? It is. Let's have a look. I have made 6,000 videos, or 5,958 videos on the main channel. And 1,000 videos on the second channel. So I've made 7,000 videos ish. That was the FIFA 18 Southampton career mode, episode 1. Not episode 1, end of season 1, should I say. We've not been like too long. Okay, only about 20 minutes. Twitch obviously just on a bit of a go slope. Notification delivery, but that's fine. Most important thing is that you got it, and relatively early on in the stream. I haven't had any air fryer meals. No, we don't have an air fryer. It is indeed a lot of videos, Elite, yes. Tyre wear's quite high. Oh, I shot off the curb there, that was weird. How am I out of touch with the air fryer? We just don't have one. It's not like I don't know what an air fryer is, Jamie. I just don't own one. Sets of purple sector 1, so yes, it was quite quick. Oh, Christ. It's short Japan. Suzuka short dips off to the right. Up here, doesn't it, somewhere? Like here, you brake and then go right there. Or there. Or there. One of the 7. Okay, she's not so good on warm tyres. Christ. Relatively even wear so far. It's 9% on every tyre other than the front right, which is 8%. The front left was slight, did go to 9% earlier than the others. And as I take 130R, that might go up to be fair. You barely even feel any tyre scrub at 130R now. So good is the tyres in the car and the aero package, which is not something you normally say with this Ferrari. Might be a medium hard 1 stop here, maybe. Hello, Tinky. How are you, mate? Reading the chat at the same time. Yeah, stay off the curb, says. Yikes. Stop reading the chat, Jez. Drive the car. Definitely slower in terms of the delta as the laps went on. Although, maybe it's because I wasn't pushing the car quite so hard, because tyre wear is actually okay. By okay, I mean actually quite decent. Alright, that's good news. Let's do ERS management on a set of soft tyres. It has been a tough first couple of races, yes, Stinky, although Australia was better.
Okay, reminder, a neat way to recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can. And by
Saudi went live. Saudi went live 5 minutes ago.
Okay, on this test I want you to focus on managing your ERS. It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder that you've got modes to play with in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
Tell you what, Suzuka Sector 1 on a brand new set of soft tyres is quite the experience. I can only begin to imagine what that feels like in real life. Master. How are you, mate? Didn't go well at all. Unlikely at the moment, Jamie.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Where are we on the... Oh. That wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't a... The car feels better, but whether it's actually competitive lap time-wise, don't know yet. This is race 4, Master.
And that's it. Practice is...
Race 4 of this season. I'd say I enjoy them both similarly, Jamie. Like the frustration of a relegation battle is unmatched. But the euphoria of surviving very much is right up there with the euphoria of getting promoted or winning a league title. Maybe not the Premier League, but throughout seasons. I think they both have their own unique feel, don't they? Resource points accrued. 390 sends us to 464. Still not loads, but our stats are going up. We're getting ever so slightly closer to 79 rated. We will need to put fresh parts in the car, of course, for qualifying, which hopefully will allow us to be slightly quicker. The car feels good, but whether that good car feeling equates to quick stopwatch timing, I'm not yet sure. Sometimes half the battle is just having the car in a place where you feel like you can push, and then if the car is quick enough, then great. If it isn't, then at least it's not an absolute dog to drive and you can still half enjoy going around. And being in the car we're in, we should still be going around challenging for points, shouldn't we? We hope, anyway. So let's see what we can do in qualifying here in Japan. The car was good in practice, but is it good in... Well, it was good in practice, but... Good in theory, but not good in practice is the phrase, isn't it? But good in practice, but not good in a race, or decent in a race? Well, let's find out.
A warm welcome, everybody, from a venue that has seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Remember...
Hopefully we can save a set of tyres here. I've been doing it long enough, Tinky, that if I struggle to do one-take pieces, then I really should be doing a different job, shouldn't I? They are quick lap times, though. take some fuel out. They are really quick lap times.
We've dropped to P20.
I looked at chat. Why am I looking at chat on the way into turn 1 at Suzuka on a quali lap? Ever the streamer, not the racer. Okay. P14 only after one run. I was 3.5 tenths up through the first sector on P16. My sector 1 was only a tenth slower than the fastest sector 1, but my sector 2 is really quite slow, 39.5, half a second off Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton in sector 2. And then my sector 3 is because of my my downforce. It's really close though. 1.2 seconds is not a long way down to P14. There's a big jump though. Look at that. Big jump from 14th to 12th. 4 tenths there. Perhaps there was a mistake in there in the middle sector from me. A 16.8 to a 16.5 in the final sector as well. I'm really quick in sector 1, but because of the high downforce we're running, I am not quick in other areas. I think it might be a Q2 elimination here. But only if I can nail this lap, make sure I get there in the first place. Piastri's only P13, so I'm not the only one to not quite be on the pace so far.
And that's P13.
Oh, that was too much.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
Why is it now I'm losing all my rear downforce? What the fuck? Yeah, AI don't use overtaking quality. So I don't use it either. Oh, I just could not get the power down at the hairpin. I must have lost some time through the spoon because I just gained like 2.5 tenths there. Although I've lost it all down the straight, so I had a poorer exit than last lap. Need a good exit of the chicane here. Not bad. Not bad. It's a significant enough improvement. But is it a significant enough improvement? Whoa! Skinny your teeth stuff in this Ferrari at the minute. Skinny your teeth. Because I'm having to put so much extra downforce on the car to make it handle well, it's costing me in a straight line significantly at a circuit like this. Through Sector 1, I am at the same pace as the front runners. I was only a tenth off Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton in the first sector after one run. But I'm losing so much time in the middle sector and the last sector because of my lack of straight line speed, because of the extra downforce on the car, that it's costing me significant positions. We're only, to be fair, we're only 2 tenths off a top 10 position here, and Piastri is there in 10th. So the McLaren isn't necessarily at the moment that well suited to this circuit either. There's perhaps a shock with the Haas going out in Kevin Magnussen. That car is definitely faster than that. But on this occasion, in the hands of the Dane, it isn't. Sainz and Piastri put in the exact same lap time. I was 1 millisecond slower than Yuki Tsunoda, but faster enough by exactly half a tenth than Kevin Magnussen to get through. So, again, we're going to look for a Ferrari P11 at best, really, and save a set of tyres. Although we don't save a set of tyres because I'm going to need to use them all anyway.
It's been looked into now, so just bear with us for a few minutes if you can, please.
We're going to try and finish as high as we can, although we were in a similar position in Australia and then did make it through to Q3, so maybe we can do so again. If we find the time, Ruben. Caught the grass there. It's fine, it's just a bank of that on an old set.
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
I am already running minimum fuel, Jamie. We're already running minimum fuel. .27.2 from Max's rapid. My middle sector was actually decent there, 39.2. Oh no, never mind. That's Charles. There's me, 39.9, never mind. La 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 lol. Definitely would be higher on the grid if I was in my old car, Jamie.
Complete.
You
Everyone
can't.
be aware,
You don't
we've got a
turn
car
down
leaving the
Ferrari.
garage.
When Ferrari call, you answer the phone. Enzo used to say.
Okay, that's P15 on the grid. That moved you into P15. Remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on.
Been a poor sector one so far.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
We've improved, but I don't think it's going to be by enough. It is not. 2.5 tenths off P11 only, and it's going to be P15 again. Once we get those aero upgrades and the drag reduction is down and the rear downforce is upgraded enough that I don't have to put so much of it on, we will be significantly more competitive in a straight line. But I had an iffy first sector there, which didn't start that well. I didn't put in my best effort in my best part of the track, which meant that the lap time suffered as a whole. We were only 3 tenths off as it happens from Oscar Piastri, who's not doing that well at the moment in that McLaren, but I'm not doing that well in my Ferrari at the moment, am I? Charles Leclerc was fastest there, and I am currently, albeit with a scrappy lap, a second off him. I'm certain as soon as the aero is upgraded and I can run less downforce and the car is more drivable, we will start to perform closer to our teammate. But perhaps it's realistic that a 78 rated driver can't match an 89 rated driver, or wherever it is that Charles Leclerc is currently rated at. So as the car gets better, we will get better. The other drivers are strong in Japan as well, but certainly my higher rear downforce is the main factor here. It's quite evident to see as well by the sector times. I am on par with my teammate in Sector 1. However, when it's about pure straight line speed, I'm not there in Sectors 2 and 3 because I'm having to run so much downforce. So it is what it is. The car is drivable, and that's half the battle. It means we can push in the race. We have decent tyre wear, 12% better than expected, which could be our saving grace here. I'm going to aim and expect to have points again here in Japan, as we have done in our last 2 Grand Prix, but podiums aren't there for us yet at Ferrari. It might be a case of Season 1 at Ferrari, get the car towards the front of the grid. Season 2 in Ferrari, challenge for the title. The main measure will be China, won't it? If I'm not quick in China, then it's definitely the car.
Welcome along to the legendary Suzuka.
Did Charles get pole in Q3 as well as being fastest in Q2? He did not. Didn't even make the front row. A 26.9 from Max Verstappen. He's nearly 2.5 tenths faster than Fernando Alonso. That is disgusting. Max is just too strong in this save right now. Charles Leclerc P4, which is still not bad. He can challenge for a podium from there for sure. He's had a decent start to the season. Sainz in P9. I will start P15. We don't anticipate that anyone has taken any penalties this early in the season, and indeed they haven't. I am P15. And then moving away further back, Théo Pourchaire lines up alongside his teammate Alex Albon at the back of the grid. Théo Pourchaire a long way off the pace, 2 seconds off the pace. Right, you see how my projected race time is actually nearly or over 6 seconds better than the projected one. My personalised is definitely better, so we can one stop and be faster. I was kind of hoping that there'd be more drivers starting on the hards, but as it happens, there's only 2 drivers starting on the hards, both the RB. So we're going to have to go mediums and match everybody else, but I will be able to box on 23 rather than 25, which is when everyone else will box, and get a really tasty undercut. So that will be the aim. When it comes to what fuel we can put in, I think I'm going to be it's quite a drinker in Japan, so I'm not going to put too much more fuel out of the car. 2.5 laps worth of extra fuel. With the rain set to come as well, undercutting onto the hard tyre should be even more powerful, because we'll be off that harder tyre before they wear too far, because the rain will come. So we want to make the most of a full medium stint, and then the rain should probably cut the hard stint short. Aiming for points, expecting to get points, dare I say, but how many, time will tell. I'll say with your prediction, P8 or higher, P9 or lower. Have your prediction, chat, whilst I go on a quick comfort break. I'm not going to wee in my seat like a real-life Formula 1 driver. I'm going to go and actually use the porcelain. BRB. Right, sorry, I needed to empty the dishwasher before it started to smell. Pardon me. You know how to find out, Ruari. Which way did you guys vote? Oof, only 3 people reckon P9 or lower. You guys might be in the money. Morning, Guy. How are we, sir? Big burnout on the line, or off the line.
Okay, so let's go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
If I actually have both chats up, doesn't it? There we go. There is exclamation mark plan and exclamation mark schedule in the title, isn't there? No. Let me put exclamation mark plan back in. Check MGH's YouTube channel, Sockmas. Put everything on higher than P8, or higher than P9. It's getting risky. Right. I've not been able to warm my tyres up at all on this lap. But we will have the outside line for turn 1, which will be the outside line for turn 2. But, oh my god, that completely weirded me out. He just didn't slow down for his grid spot. So I was just following him in. I haven't been able to warm my tyres up at all here. So, this is going to be an intriguing start to the race. We will have the outside of turn 1. And the racing line for turn 1, the outside line for turn 2, and then the inside line for turn 3. So provided we can get a decent getaway, which we've done okay with, Albon with an electric start from the back of the grid, Jesus, we might be able to send it around the outside of someone, but no, Ocon has taken, well, we might still, a little bit of contact, we get away with it. Oh, they're slow there though. Kevin has nabbed me there. They're really slow on the exit, and I just got boxed in. Had nowhere to go, and Kevin took advantage. Alright, fair enough. Alex Albon flew from the back of the grid. Was nearly up into P16. What are you doing driving into me there? We'll start the race again. That one's on me. Fair enough. Still start the race again. Pretend you never saw anything. Starting on the racing line side of the grid here. It's not a bad start. Oh, Jesus. Kevin Magnussen was lightning. Now we might be able to sneak around the outside of someone. Ocon has taken the line, or blocked the line I wanted to take. To try and get around the outside there. Be careful with Daniel Ricciardo here not to pick up any damage, but I might be able to, no, I've not got the confidence to nail it on the throttle and definitely take that position. Alright, down a couple off the start, but that's fine. Just all about survival through Sector 1 at Japan, lap 1, isn't it? And then we can definitely make a couple of positions at the hairpin, hopefully. As they all concertina up here, we will go, thank you very much. I'll have that position off Daniel Ricciardo. And if I can get a decent exit, we can pull away from Daniel Ricciardo. Now our battery retention is going to be important here, because as we've been able to see from qualifying, I am going to need the extra helping hand in a straight line. But provided I don't do that too many times, we should be okay. I'm going to take a defensive line here, using a lot of battery just to keep up now. We'll be fine around 130R. Daniel will back out of it, and we'll close the gap back up, because they'll concertina up through the head, through the chicane as well. Right, a dodgy lap, first lap. There's no doubts about that. Need to get back into the rhythm. Well, not even back into the rhythm, just into the rhythm. That was a big bump. I'm not sure why there was such a big bump there. That was crazy. He's going to go for it here, Daniel Ricciardo. You can see quite clearly the deficit in a straight line. Hopefully soon you'll be able to see the strength through this first sector, if I can just put it together. The car is not very happy on a full tank of fuel, that's for sure. But we've taken 4/10 out of Esteban Ocon there in that first sector, and I didn't even nail it.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Going to need to make sure we're within DRS range, though. Not that really there's that much to be gained by DRS here in Japan with just that start-finish straight, but still, obviously, with my lack of straight line speed, I'm just going to need to get every advantage I can. Even with battery, I'm losing time there to those in front. But that's just the nature of the characteristics of this car right now. It is slow in a straight line because I have to run so much downforce. Even using my battery there, look, I'm still bleeding time hand over fist. This is going to be a long Grand Prix, gents. And probably a painful one too. Judging by that, we are going to have to hope that our undercut works wonders for us. We do have DRS, thankfully. If I can just get myself closer and then try and just cling on, then that's the plan. Daniel being behind with his hard tyres on might help us. And our extra tyre wear benefit is going to come in handy too. Someone at the front of this train is definitely running with damage. They are dead slow through this sector here. It's the Alpine of either Gasly or Hulkenberg, but he's holding up an entire train here. I don't know actually if that is a single World Championship point at the front of this train. It's P10. And thanks to his damage, we're able to keep up. Well, I got a poor exit there because I've got my braking point wrong. Oh, we've not started the race well, have we, lads? No, we haven't. Right, they're not as punchy with their battery on this lap. Oh, he's so slow. We need to get past this lot. We need to pick these guys off one by one. Make our way through. Otherwise, Gasly's going to ruin... Actually, Gasly's pulled away. Maybe it's the RB in front that has damage. Whoever it is that's carrying the damage, that is holding this group up, needs to move or needs to be cleared. Otherwise, there's no chance of anything higher than a P10 today. And that P10 is getting further down the road now as well because he's seen off the RB. It's definitely Yuki Tsunoda that's the one with the damage. Look at the gap that Pierre Gasly's opened up already. Time to get aggressive. Elbows out. Make some positions. Going to go for Esteban into the hairpin. I trust this car with my life with regards to the brake pedal. It just stops so incredibly well. That in part is due to the extra downforce we have put on the car. But also, I'm going to have to go slightly defensive here. But also because the car just stops well. It's a mixture of the two. Right, let's close back up. 1.5 seconds has opened up now to those in front. We need to get that back again. See ya, Esteban. There's nothing I can do about that. That is just pure straight line speed. They are slow around sector 1 though.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
If only Ferrari had done some upgrading of the aero package, it wouldn't be so bad. It's painful in a straight line, it really is. Excuse me. Coming through. Tsunoda might not even have damage. It might just be because he's on that hard tyre, but he is painfully slow through the corners, so you imagine it's a mixture of both, perhaps.
Right, Tsunoda.
Ah, here you go.
Some kind of mechanical problem.
So it's not damage in terms of aerodynamically. The damage is internal. Mechanical issue for Tsunoda, that's why he's so slow in a straight line. Slower even than ourselves, which is not easily done at the moment. Esteban's going to have a look again, but I'm going to use some battery to defend. K-Mag's looking to get past Tsunoda here. Esteban's thinking about doing the same to me, but won't. Right, I need to get past Yuki and stick with Kevin, otherwise he's gone. I'm going to throw it up the inside. Sorry, Yuki. You're just too slow, mate. It was very rude there, but I had a run, and I wasn't gonna let the opportunity pass me by. He says as that opportunity passes him by. So he then makes the mistake. Okay, good. Well, Kevin is gone then, regardless of the overtake on Yuki Tsunoda. 1.9 seconds now and only growing. Our straight line speed, or lack thereof, is too strong here.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
It's just GP2 engine. Ah!
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
It's not GP2 engine, to be fair. It's GP2 Aero. F2 Aero. It's just dead. Car is just, quite frankly, dead in a straight line. And there's nothing I can do about it. See how much stronger we are through the first sector. It's silly, but
Okay, mate, Ocon is ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race.
he's definitely not holding me up, but alright. Give me a slipstream, give me a slipstream, give me a slipstream, please. Fuck me. Just look at it. Pulling away like crazy. You have to run lower than usual aero here just to keep up on the back straight. Yeah, they are super strong in a straight line here, aren't they? I'd be curious to know how much wing they're actually running. Because you're right, the traction they get out of the
Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car
spoon
ahead.
curve and that final chicane is nuts. The way they accelerate out of there, it's just uncatchable, undoable. And I've got more rear downforce, so I should be able to put my traction, my power down better out of that chicane. And I just quite simply can't. It's hurting my tyres being stuck in his dirty air.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Hello Esteban, excuse me.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Whoa! That was
Gap to your
a
teammate
mixture
ahead.
brave, a mixture stupid.
19.1 seconds.
We've got the job done. 5 seconds to Kevin in front. Doesn't want to turn around turn one, that's for sure. Cool. Cool. Break immediately, cheers. Guy, thank you for the 5th month, mate. 5th month in a row that you've remembered. 21st month, sorry, total. Cheers, pal. Right, now I need to... Quite frankly, I just need to drive flawlessly. Andy! Thank you for the 12th month, mate. Appreciate it, pal. Brand new 1-year badge for you with that.
Gap to the car in front, 5.4 seconds. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Right, flawless, says.
Some information on Magnussen for you.
Excellent.
They seem to have an issue.
Just the news I needed to hear that Kevin's slowing. That was terrible. Wants me to stop 25. Probably going to stop 21 or 2.
Good pace. You're catching the car in front by about a second a lap.
Only because he's got an issue though. Do you know what? If it's definitely going to rain before the end of the race, why don't I just go to new mediums? Like, go the 25.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.7 seconds.
But go to new mediums. Is that not a wise thing to do, or is that a silly thing to do? Jesus Christ, Esteban. I'm full throttle, using all of my battery, and he races past me as if I'm not even there. Thankfully, I've got better aero than him, and can just get him back again. Thank you, mate. That was a nice little retake of position. Kevin's issue has meant that he's dropped well off the back of Nico Hulkenberg. Similar sort of issue, presumably, to Yuki Tsunoda. At the minute, my tyre wear isn't actually working in my favour as much as I hoped that it would do. I don't even know whether actually... I was thinking about going medium to the rain, because the rain's definitely coming. But I don't know whether I could actually get far enough before the rain arrives. On 2 sets of medium tyres. I don't know whether a medium will actually get me to the rain. These mediums are really worn after just 16 laps, and we still need to do another 9 before the allotted pit stop. And as the tyres are wearing, my advantage in the corners is going down, and my disadvantage in traction zones is going up. I no longer can make the most. Do it again, Esteban, shall we? Maybe have a little bit of a dance with you here through Sector 1. I'm not able to make the most of my extra aero now. And the tyre wear at this stage of a stint just isn't working in my favour either. I could try and heavily undercut, but the rain's definitely not coming until at least lap 40 to 45, you wouldn't have thought. And I'm not even sure whether the undercut would offset the straight line speed at this stage. Alex Albon's decided to join the party here now as well. This is not going as planned, lads, or even close to it. Those clouds are building though, aren't they? Quite considerably. I'll ask about weather, but it's probably not anywhere near yet.
Looks stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
This is just silly. I could lose 2 places in a straight line here. I'm not gonna though. Catching Kevin by about a second a lap at the minute. Even with his mechanical problem, he's still faster than me in a straight line. It's disgusting. Chat, what do we do strategically? Do I go medium, or do I go to the hards? I could do 20 laps on this set of mediums, 20 laps on the next set of mediums, and pray that the rain is here by lap 40. Or I go to the hards considerably early and then just take them to the rain. I might just box 5 laps early for hards. In all honesty.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Are they? Thanks for that. I wasn't aware. I'm going to box this lap for
Good,
hards.
you're catching the car ahead.
We're going to box significantly early. Because we know the rain is coming. And we know the rain is coming hard. We just don't know when. But I'm hoping I could go all the way around the outside here. That's Lance Stroll-esque from the real-life Japanese Grand Prix. See you, Kev. That was a really nice overtake.
Great pass.
So far behind, though. Look, Gasly's opened up a 14-second lead on us. And that's just Pierre Gasly in P11. Got Stroll in front of him in the points. And then there's an even bigger gap. Or just as sizable a gap to the next group of cars. As soon as this Ferrari has a decent aero package, we will be challenging for podiums. Because when the setup is good, or when the car handles well, it's a dream to drive. It really genuinely is a good car to drive. I just have to put too much downforce on it. Ocon's going for Magnussen behind. There's no point wasting time now. I might as well just come in. We're going to try a massive undercut. A 5-lap undercut on the hard tyres. Because these mediums have had it. Nearly 40%. Oh. So used to being at a lower down team that I forgot to actually
Okay, go
go for the pit
That
box.
stop wasn't great. We've lost some time there.
Right, we are going to be running last, and last by a mile, but we should now gain significantly, hopefully. That's the plan here. Hards to the rain. As long as the rain comes by lap 48 at the latest, then we've run no further a stint on this hard set than we were planning to anyway to get us to the end of the race. So rain by lap 48, and we've not lost anything. It is purely all there to be gained now, we hope. 20 seconds to gap. No, never mind. 19 seconds to gap. Yuki's DNF'd. Why is Yuki DNF'd? He's around here. Presumably his engine's gone. He's not binned it. No. Yeah, he's just parked it up. His engine's gone biff. And Yuki Tsunoda is out of the race. The gap's dropped by 4 seconds in front, but I presume that's because they had to get out of the way of Yuki Tsunoda, not because I've just gained 4 seconds in Sector 1 because of pure tyre wear. That's surely not the case. No, because he's still 18 to Zhou Guanyu. Would have been awkward to try and get around the car there, actually, that was retiring in that part of the circuit. Never mind. The grind begins again. I am very much looking forward to China next. Although, straight line speed could be a bloody issue there as well. So, we might put a little bit more thought into it practice-wise for China to ensure that we're not running quite so much rear downforce compared to everybody else. So that we can remain a bit more competitive. I went with a significantly higher downforce setup here, hoping that my ability in the corners would outweigh my lack of straight line speed, and it really has not worked.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Eight tenths in the first
We've got
sector.
clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, gap to the car in front, 0.2 seconds.
0.2? Oh, I wish it was.
We've got 31 laps of fuel
Not
remaining.
the question I wanted to ask.
No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Connor, thank you for the 35th month, mate. One away from 3 years. My guy. Hello? We're going to be taking a little bit of time off the cars in front, a little bit more so because of K-Meg's issue though, aren't we? It's not actually as much of time as we're taking out of the Saubers and the Alpine. So expecting to see pit stops this lap, really.
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 11.4 seconds.
have some in the box. As anticipated, Albon and Ocon, who were the cars that we were running with. Now we'll find out how much of an overcut, or undercut, sorry, we gained in terms of time as they come out of the box. How much time have we earned by boxing 5 laps early?
You're increasing
Quite a
the
bit.
gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up.
6 seconds or so. 6 seconds gain. We'll take it. I mean, it won't take them long to close that back down now, but we have track position should something happen like a safety car, etc. If there is a safety car that arrives, then we will put a fresh set of mediums on.
The car ahead of you just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
We gained about 6 seconds on Gasly as well.
In the pits.
That was 14 or 15. Now down to 8 to 9. But obviously that will now extend. And everybody else apart from the front three is in the pits this lap. Still no news about the weather, but the clouds are gathering.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes.
How is
from
that
now.
for timing? I really should have gone to the mediums, shouldn't I? Never mind. Rain in 10 to 15 minutes from now. We are about half race distance now. So, rain is on the way. Our higher aero package should hopefully help us in the rain as well. But I will, well, not that I've really had it for most of the lap anyway, most of the race. I will lose any DRS, of course, in wet weather conditions. No idea what the rain will do for our pace. Normally, we go backwards in the rain. But, wait and see. We will be able to save more battery in the wet weather because we'll be braking more. 2.8 seconds to Nico. To be fair, the gap to Gasly has held itself. But the gaps behind are closing. Well, Gasly's stuck behind an RB, that's why. Gasly's stuck behind one of the two RB cars that started on hard tyres and is still going. That's why the gap to Gasly hasn't grown yet, because his pace is being held up by someone else. Someone else who is actually about to get past going through 130R into the braking zone for the chicane by the looks of things. It's Daniel Ricciardo, because Ricciardo is now registered as 12th, top left. Rain, please. Yeah, we do have a lot of rain, don't we?
You've lost some time to the car behind. Here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.5 seconds.
Flat from Alonso. Jeez Louise. Alonso is a quick boy here. Tom Bina, much love from the family. Much love back to you guys. Thank you very much for the raid, Tom. Very, very kind of you. You join us in Japan in a Ferrari that is not very good. We're in season 2 of this career right now. And the Ferrari has, as we came into this season, had only 4 upgrades in the entire aerodynamic section after the full first year. As such, we're having to run significantly more downforce at most circuits than everyone else, meaning that we are struggling to be as competitive as our teammate. Charles Leclerc is, well, as fast as Charles Leclerc is, basically. We've had a DNF in Bahrain because the gearbox died. How very Ferrari. We had a P10 in Saudi. And then a P9 in Australia. However, at the moment, it's going... Why have I just gone down to lean? Oh, now we've got even more issues.
The ERS is offline. We're currently looking into the problem.
How very Ferrari! So now I'm in lean. It's not my ERS that's offline, it's the fact that my car has now gone into lean. So I'm running a slower fuel mix. It's the 3rd or 4th time this season alone that that's happened. And another race is going to be significantly altered by the poor characteristics of this car. Be that terrible aero or terrible durability, of which there was only 2 upgrades for the whole season from last year. This car is now a tractor, and more of a tractor than it was, because look at my ERS. I'm not in overtake, it's just draining. Race ruined, and through no fault of my own. We jumped at the chance to move from Haas to Ferrari, but so far this season, it seems we would have been better served staying at the customer team for another year. We're back into standard. It should be back to normal, thankfully. Rain in, well, it said 10 to 15 minutes about 3 or 4 laps ago, so the rain is still quite a way out, I think, and it is proving to be a decent decision to go to the hards, not the mediums, for this second stint. With P13, and unless the rain really neutralises the whole race, I don't see us moving any further forward, really. Classical modern? What do you mean classical modern? Please don't spam the chat, though, Kentsfield. And beg to be answered. Like, I'll answer when I can. I'm trying to play the game and create entertaining content. Twisty, Fingerprint, Kai, Logans, and Lightning McQueen. Thank you for the follows, guys. It's very kind of you. Thank you for joining us from the family. V8 or V12? V8 for me.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
I don't believe it is the real Lightning McQueen, no. It's an imposter.
Okay, we need
Modern.
to push now. Use the overtake button for more power.
Sainz, straight swap, Connor. Tell me about it, Sue. When rain comes.
Rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
It's a few lap outs yet, lads. It did say it was going to arrive very quickly. And very hard. It shot up from what? 20% to 80% or 40 to 80? So expecting rain by lap 40 at the latest.
And gap to the car in front, 7.6 seconds.
It's terrible, Tess. I think F1 23 was probably the best Formula 1 game I've ever played. In terms of how the car handled, how much fun you could have driving the car. 23 was just peak for me. Steady. '20 or 21 was very good as well, yeah. 22 was horrendous. There was no fun in 22. It's just gotten, in the last lap or so, very overcast. The rain is particularly close now, I think.
A small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Fuel-wise, we are absolutely fine.
Okay, Okay, mate, we've got high reserves of ERS, so let's try and use some more. Five minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Identif Cash, thank you very much for the brand new Prime Gaming sub, mate. It's very kind of you. Cheers, pal. F1 Championship Edition is right up there as well, yeah. Thank you for the follow, Poker Kongan, Identif Cash, Nutrient Turtle, and Crazy Bum. Welcome to the gang, lads. Very kind of you to drop a follow. Fernando does a 1:29.8. Ugh. It's so quick. Those that came across from Tom and are wondering what difficulty, wondering what difficulty we ran at. We run at 105. I know, obviously, Tom and the other guys run at 110. I am not that good. I'm not bad, but I'm not that good. Bahrain and Brazil was 103 purely because of how strong the AI are there, yes. Yeah, getting some loss of rear traction now.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Esteban has closed to within DRS range, unfortunately.
Hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
Ocon is officially with us once more. And I'm driving really poorly in the middle of this stint right now. Desperate for the rain to arrive, really. Where are you going, sis?
Okay, gap ahead, 9.3 seconds.
I've not really thought about changing AI on a track-to-track basis because there's so many tracks and so many different fluctuations in the AI. I find it better to just stick to the one level and you have good performances and you have bad performances. It feels more realistic to me than fluctuating the AI so that I'm always competitive. There are circuits I'm better at, circuits I'm not so good at. So we have races where I'm challenging and races where I'm not challenging. Like you say, by the end of the season, it evens itself out. The traction they get off the last corner and off Spoon Curve is insane. Fucking curb. You only change the difficulty on Miami, do you? Is that just because it's a track that you're particularly not very good at, or because you feel like the AI have previously been very, very strong at Miami, haven't they? Specifically with straight line speed. Birek's favourite track is Imola by the looks of things. For you, you have tracks that you're all flat. Those you go between 100 and 110 for a season, so you left it in the middle, and you could literally go from a win to P14. Yep. That's me. That's me. I don't know, Steds. I would imagine so. I imagine being on the sim rig makes less of a difference. or creates less of a difference between the disparity in AI difficulty, etc. So the rain is on its way. It should be with us in the next 2 or 3 races. How are we, David? Should be with us in the next 2 to 3 laps, should I say. 2 to 3 races. We believe it's going to come down quite heavy, quite quickly. I think I just saw a raindrop. Yep, the rain is falling. More raindrops spotted. We could be on wet weather tyres by lap 39 at the latest, because I envisage it coming down pretty hard, pretty quick. We'll set Inters as our next tyre. Straight line speed difference is just absurd. Come on, Esteban. Bloody hell. We're going to want to be the first in for Inters, and we're going to want to do it at exactly the right time to try and make as much time as possible. I don't know whether our higher aero package will actually be beneficial in the rain, and those that are set up more for straight line speed will struggle so much in the first sector that maybe we can then make use of our higher aero, but it's pretty unpredictable at the moment. So quick at certain parts of the track, it's insane. Down to P14 for the time being. Yep, same, but it won't be long. We're in Japan, yes, David.
Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
No, they don't. It's raining, mate. Mind that.
Light rain. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Yellow flag somewhere. It's behind, unfortunately. Someone went off at the hairpin. They might have locked up. I think it might have been one of the Alpines. Or one of these two, actually. Let's have a look. Oh, hello. That's what happened. Round and round and round she goes. The Sauber did a little spinaroo.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Grip's really starting to go now. but that might be tyre wear as much as anything. We did box 5 laps earlier than everyone else to try and make the most of an undercut. Very, very, very big undercut. Earned us about a second a lap or more so. He took his time in going again, didn't he? The minute, no sign of the rain getting heavier than it is, and no sign of the track getting wetter than it is. Which would be a real pain in the arse, actually. Because I was kind of hoping the rain would level things out for us a little bit in these latter stages of the Grand Prix. You can clearly see how much faster we are through the first sector, he says as he makes a mistake.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. It said 88% on the weather forecast, which surely is past the threshold for wanting intermediate tyres. But at the minute, seemingly not. Able to stick with Esteban Ocon. Through the corners, very much so. Tyre temps are fine. Surface temperatures are a little cold, but core temperatures are still fine. It's definitely not intermediate tyre running yet. At the moment, I wouldn't be confident that it ever will be.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track's ready for intermediates yet.
I agree. Temps are still stable. DRS still active, so the FIA haven't nullified that yet. It's close.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
it's just not getting heavy enough, is it?
Tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
We didn't want to stop in there then. She really didn't want to stop into the chicane. Not what I want to do.
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Try still the best tyre. Well, 10 laps to go though, so we're not done yet. Anticipated a poor turn-in, and then it bit as if it was still fully dry and I was on softs. Ronald, thank you for the 5th month subscribed, mate. 4th in a row. How are we, sir? Diff is 80. There you go. The rain's starting to fall on the track. I'm going to box.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
The rain's starting to bounce on the track. I'm boxing this lap for Inters. I'm in. I'm in. It's a risk. But it's a risk I'm taking.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Please don't burn up, tyres. Please don't burn up. I might have gone 1 lap too soon. You're getting more grip at Degna 1 than we've had all bloody race. Temps are okay. No one else showing any signs of coming in yet, though. Sleep, thank you for the 27th month, mate. Maybe should have given it one more lap. Still no one boxing. Thank you for the bits, Danny. Just wondering if you ever asked the devs why League One and League Two goalkeepers always get generic kits, where Championship and Premier keepers, even Championship keepers, don't get the right kits, do they? Must be some sort of licensing thing. It's got nothing to do with stuff like that. Has nothing to do with the career mode team. Beans. Rear tyres are getting slightly warm. Drive offline, see if that will cool them down a bit. We didn't quite get it right. We are gaining time quite considerably, but it might be one of those scenarios where the amount of time that you gain is just not quite as much as the cost for stopping for the tyres in the first place. Yeah, rear tyres are too hot. It just hasn't... I mean, you can clearly see the time that we've gained, but the rear tyres are just too hot. Unfortunately, it's a tactical gamble that isn't going to work. Tyres at 10% wear on the rear. Hasn't quite rained hard enough, fast enough for the gamble to Inters to make the pay, or make the dividends pay. It's a shame because we really are gaining considerable time on everyone else, even with the hot rear tyres. And if everyone had boxed a couple of laps after we did, we might well have made another chunk of time, just like we did when we stopped previously. A shame. Unfortunately, one to forget in Japan. We'll put it down to jet lag, and we'll go again in China, which is a significantly shorter flight from Japan than Melbourne is, and hopefully we'll get a better result there. We very much anticipate getting a better result in China. You guys know how good we are comparatively to the AI at China. We got a win there in a Haas last year somehow. (9900 degrees now on the rear left, going from yellow to orange. Kevin is out. K-Mag has DNF'd. Presumably just pulled over to the side here with a mechanical failure. Indeed he did. It's another position for us. Thank you very much. Up to P17. Woo! 5 laps to go. Plus the chicane. Might even end up with a rear tyre puncture at the minute. So hot are they getting. Might as well put it in hot lap everywhere. We're earning so much battery back. DRS disabled on lap 49 of 53. It is now officially too wet for DRS. But will anyone actually box, or are they just going to tiptoe round on their current very worn hard or medium tyres? I think it's going to be the tiptoeing, isn't it? I'm going to try and drive offline a little bit if I can to cool the rear tyres down. You can see just how much faster we are than everyone else everywhere other than the straights still, but even more so now than previous. Like, they would have significantly driven away from me prior to this weather, and I'm just going to be able to go all the way around nearly all the way up the inside of Théo Pourchaire. I'll just go all the way around the outside of him here. Excuse me, Mr. Pourchaire, thank you very much. P60.
Nice move. Good job.
10 seconds to Daniel Ricciardo and 3.5 laps to close it. Probably not going to happen. My front left is now starting to get hot. Second time I've done
okay?
that.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I'm alright, thank you. I'm alright. Just me ego. Just me ego. Nearly did it again.
Just a reminder, mate, temperatures are vital for tyre wear, so try to keep them green, please.
Hurry.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters.
Inters is the best tyre for lap time.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space
Considerably.
between you and the car behind by a few seconds
But
a lap. Really good stuff.
they're not lasting very long. My rear tyres are melting. I'm earning like 2.5 seconds or so a lap out of Daniel Ricciardo, if not more so. When my rear tyres are so hot, we're risking a puncture, probably. We've gained so much time back, though. It really has been nearly the whole pit stop. It will be by the end of the race. We might get Daniel. We had a photo finish in the last Grand Prix. Taking strategical gambles in this Grand Prix to try and get something from nothing. Turns out we're probably going to get nothing from nothing, but in the scenario we were in, it was absolutely worth the gamble. In a minute, I think Fernando Alonso is leading the race. And he's right with Théo Pourchaire behind. Pourchaire's getting lapped here. 2 seconds to Daniel.
Okay, mate, this is the final
Can
lap
we,
of the
on this
race.
final lap, actually close that? We've been going at about 2.5 seconds a lap faster than the RB as Fernando Alonso wins the Grand Prix just behind us. As we mentioned, they were just with Théo Pourchaire. So congratulations, Fernando. Nice for Max Verstappen not to win a Grand Prix. He DNF'd in Australia, of course, but I'm pretty sure it was him that was second to Fernando here. And we said, can we catch Daniel? Well, it was 1.9 seconds at the beginning of the lap. It's now under 9/10. So it looks likely that we are going to get P15 off Daniel Ricciardo here. Very likely indeed, in fact. But it's just been too little, too late. And it just hasn't quite hasn't quite rained hard enough for the change to wet weather tyres to have been worth it. But you can clearly see how much time we've gained. We were close to 25 seconds probably behind Daniel Ricciardo, close to 30 behind Ocon and Albon, and with perhaps one more lap, 2 tops, we'd have closed and gotten back to where we were. Our tyres have nearly exploded to do so. But the gamble was made. At least we were one of the faster cars on track in this final portion of the Grand Prix. But Japan has been one to forget. The point streak comes to an end. The Ferrari is still a dog.
And that's the end of the race.
And in China, we will have to find the middle ground between pure straight line speed and the extra downforce we need to make the car handle. Here, we went just a little bit too far towards extra downforce, meaning that we weren't able to make the most of the really positively handling car. We were just too slow in a straight line. So, finishes P5 and gets an extra 10 points for the team. I'm starting 15th and finishing 15th, and the only driver to do 2 stops. Yeah, it could have been better. It could have been worse. My recognition is still at 36%. Charles is a 92 rated driver. I'm 78. That's basically making up for the gap that there is in lap time between the two of us. And I'm certain, absolutely certain, as soon as the car is back where it should be with aero, there's a driver ratings update available. Driver ratings will be adjusted to fall in line with their real-world counterparts. Preview changes and confirm below to decline to continue without the update. So Albon would go down 1, Tsunoda up 1, Bottas down 1, although he's currently not racing. Nico up 1, Checo down 1, Lando up 1, Lewis up 1, and Fernando down 1. Max down 1 as well. Anything that makes Max less OP, I am down with. Max Verstappen downgraded. He's still significantly better than anybody else on the grid by a significant margin, which is why he wins almost every bloody race. But hopefully he's going to be more catchable now than previously he was before. He has had a P1, a DNF, and a P2. DNF P10, P9, P15 for us, compared to the 19th, 10th, 10th, 13th last year. So we are 1 point better off at this stage in a Ferrari than we were in a Haas. But the R&D chart clearly shows that the Ferrari isn't a very good car. We've got 5 aero upgrades now. I still can't afford the front downforce. The drag reduction is in the works, but is still a long way away from being completed. Extra resource points achieved here, but still not enough to add any more upgrades to the car, unfortunately. So we will continually be waiting for the upgrades to make the car better and waiting for the practice sessions to be completed at the next Grand Prix in China for us to be able to actually make the car better yet still. We will be able to add on front downforce in the next session, or after the next practice session. We've had our ERS fail on us 3 times in 4 races and hinder our progress. This has been very, very Ferrari thus far, hasn't it? Praying that there is no rain in China. Please be fully dry. There is rain in China. It's a sprint Grand Prix. There is rain at the end of the sprint. There is rain at the end of the race, but similar levels to Japan by the looks of things. So we may, in a similar fashion, not end up with wet weather running. Well, at least the sprint will give us the chance to practice for the full race to know if we need to make any changes to the setup to ensure that we're competitive in a straight line. Only the 1 practice session to figure out the setup, though. So it's going to be an intriguing one that hopefully you will join me for. That's all for this episode on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more content here on Chesnoid Plays. Come and join me on stream. Link in the description down below to twitch.tv/ChesnoidGaming and the youtube.com/Chesnoid Live YouTube channels. I'm going to be continuing streaming, but for now, that's the YouTube video done and dusted. Thank you very much for watching. We pray for significantly better fortunes in China. I'll see you there. Turn the AC unit on. It's 30 degrees in here. And yeah, we probably should go with the higher allocation here, shouldn't we? We've already selected the standard one. Never mind. Oi. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, JD. How are you, pal? Appreciate you dropping by again. Hi, Leslie's. Thank you for the follow, mate. Rather than the usual stop the stream, have some lunch, come back to the stream scenario, considering we've still got considerable viewership numbers, I won't do that. We will simply just switch. What I do need to do is get a thumbnail image quickly, but we are going to switch to FC24 now for the January transfer window in our save, where we are fighting relegation. We just managed to get ourselves out the relegation zone and are looking to make significant transfers in January to hopefully improve the side. So do stick with me, those of you that have come across from Tom. I'm sure you'll enjoy the FC content. We go very much in depth and in detail with the save. We're doing our very own full spend tracker and realistic financial model to really take the realism to the next level, and we've got significant funds to spend, so it's going to be an intriguing one with the January transfer window just around the corner. I will go for a quick toilet break and we will grab some food, but I won't restart the stream and go off for 20 minutes and come back, or just do it all here together. I do need to re-download and update the live editor though for the game to work. He has Aranatsu has updated the live editor. What I might do though is just go into offline mode on Steam and not update the game and hope that that's fine. We actually are still in offline mode on Steam, which is good. Ferrari up against the Sauber is not necessarily thumbnail worthy, but into the chicane, that could be a decent enough shot. Try and get something that's thumbnail worthy. Might be better from the front or from the back. Maybe from the side. Try and get the Ferris wheel in. There we go. Let's do that. Hashtag unleashed indeed. Hello. Oh, great. Thanks. Mark as red. Right, let's switch to FC, shall we? On the old PC. Appreciate those of you that are going to stick with. Very kind of you. What I might do is still restart the stream in a moment, but only for a matter of seconds rather than like a 20-minute break. So let's just load the game first and get everything set up. Then we can go from there, can't we? We'll switch to this one. So we'll stay on that one whilst we just do some transfer window scouting. You guys are, I'm sure, going to have plenty of transfer suggestions for me, so we will look to utilise them. And now that we've had actually Cleary go up to 74, that will actually make things a lot more comfortable when it comes to upgrading the squad. Oh, that is not great weather in China, Dan. For you. Yours is kind of rain, then dry in the sprint, dry qualifying, rain, then dry, then rain in the race. That's going to be really intriguing. No, I don't want to upgrade, thank you. Dear reader, we will run through what we're looking for in just a moment. I'm good, thank you, Takaman. How are you, my dude? I'm a Cambridge United fan, Davis. The team that we're managing right now here in Save. Right, I'm going to go and have a quick toilet break, lads. And then, well, actually, let me pay out that prediction first. Some of you making significant bank here. I'm going to go have a quick toilet break, grab a snack. Feel free to go and grab a snack of your own, and then we'll be back here with the RTG in 3 or 4 minutes' time. BRB. Ayo. Right. I'm going to restart the stream. Refresh your stream in 10 seconds. Ready?